Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Tina Hall, life and mindset coach, guided meditation leader, Akashic record consultant, and also energy healer. And with me today is one of my clients, Barbara Briscoe. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Tina, and hi to everyone else within hearing.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Barbara.
Indeed, my pleasure. And I want to say that from the bottom of my heart, it is really and truly a joy to have an opportunity to tell you a little bit about me, as if you don't know. But I am a young woman of approximately 74 years of age.
Nice.
And prior to Tina, I was sitting every day waiting for something bad to happen. I had no get up and go. It had gotten up and gone.
Yes, it did.
I had recently lost my husband, and it was just the two dogs, whom I still have, Dexter and Frederick. And we were all we had. We were all that we had. I was brought up during a time where when you experienced anything that made you feel uncomfortable, you had to have done something to deserve it. You were either hard-headed, out of control, negative. Let's just say I went to bed in negativity and I awakened to negativity. So again, anything that happened to me that wasn't good, I deserved it. I deserved it so much that I allowed myself to become involved in relationships that I look upon now and wonder, what in the world was I thinking? And then I say to myself, I answered my question, because God knows I must not have been thinking. I remember one night, one of many nights, crying and asking God, why was he allowing me to keep going through this? Why are you allowing me to keep going through this? And honestly, his reply was, because you allow yourself to keep going through it. If a man looked at me and smiled, within a short period of time, I envisioned myself walking down the aisle.
Oh, wow.
I really and truly just thought, I better, this one's for me. This is real. This is it.
Did you feel, Barbara, that you needed to have somebody in your life in order for you to either have purpose, or were worthy or deserving, or that you couldn't be on your own?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that, again, was a part of my generation.
Sure.
That was the way it was. That was the way we were brought up. And I was telling someone not too long ago, I remember when a young lady graduated from high school and was en route to college, they were told, if you go to such and such a college, you're going to go to get a husband. If you go to this other college, you're going to go, you're going to go and you're going to learn how to play cards and dye your hair.
Oh.
That's the truth.
Wow.
Never was it that you were going to get an education,
Sure,
that you might become a doctor yourself.
yeah.
That was your objective, to go. You had to go.
Call it getting our Mrs. degree.
That's it.
And there were some women that did go looking for their future husbands. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Some people it did, but I became a mom at a very young age, and I became a mom at a very very young age. And I was still growing. I was 18 when I had my child. I only had one.
Mhm.
And it wasn't that I was trying to be disregarding we got married, that I was trying to disrespect the marriage, but the marriage, I did not want to stop me from becoming my own person.
Mhm.
And every time I would say, like, I want to do this, I'd like to try that, I was told by my husband just wasn't having it.
Right.
And my mom, she wasn't in agreement with it. If you do that, then your husband this, and your husband that. And for so long, so much that was within me was not allowed to come to fruition. I remember this poem. Oh, I can't think of his name. I see him now. A deferred dream. I lived that life.
Mm.
I had to always put it on the back burner.
Mhm.
Put it on the back burner. And I became very, very angry, very, very angry.
Yeah.
And my husband and I, of course, we ended up getting a divorce. And I was sitting not too long ago, just going through that situation in my mind. Never, ever did he show me any type of love when we were on the outside.
Mm.
It was never an affection, nothing like that. He was very cold and impersonal. And I was begging for his affection. He worked 2 jobs.
Mm.
And that was always, he's trying to do this for his family. He's trying to do that for his family. But keep in mind, he met people on his part-time. Well, he met people on both of his jobs, but I wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't. And when I wanted to do something, I'm tired, or I this, that, and understandably so. But again, I had built up such, whatever happened to me, I deserved it. You asked for that.
Right. So when we met, well, we've
Mhm.
known each other for a few years. You were in
Yeah.
my Facebook group, and
Hmm.
there was one day where you just decided that you had enough of whatever you were going through, and you reached out to me. What were you experiencing at that time?
Tina, again, it was a bunch of negativity. As I mentioned, my husband that died here, to me, it was like, I need help. I need help.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to survive and make it, and I need help. And I remember I'd seen you a couple times and I wanted to, and it's like, you don't know anything about that lady. You can't do that. That's not the way you do things.
Mm.
And you need to go someplace. And when I did reach out to one lady in the area here, went about a year to her, and she got up and she just moved on to another borough.
Mm.
I was like, I am going to try this lady here. And when I first we first began talking, I felt hope
Mm.
after our first conversation. And I think it's because you heard me. You understood my pain, my desperation, because I was desperate. I really and truly was. And afterwards, I was afraid to tell anybody about you because I still had that mindset. Are you crazy? You don't know anything about that woman.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm taking a chance. One thing about it, she can't come here and get me because she doesn't live here.
So Barbara, where do you live?
I live in Maryland here, Waldorf. Yeah.
So Maryland's sorry, Barbara's in Maryland.
Yeah.
I'm in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We did our sessions through Zoom calls.
Yes.
And so what I remember at the beginning is you were very anxious.
Yes.
You were getting depressed, if
Yes.
not already there, and you were on medication for those things, and you were just feeling out of sorts. You weren't able to really focus. You were feeling
Tina, I think I was one step, and I mean this, I think I was one step from just giving up, giving up.
Yeah.
I have one child. We do not have a good relationship. And having been blessed with working with Tina, she has made me accept the fact that he and I don't have a relationship like I would like, that doesn't make me a bad person.
Right.
That does not make me a bad person at all. She has shown me how to set boundaries, and I love them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love them. It has given me the opportunity to expect respect.
Amen.
And I don't have to say, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I certainly tried that in the past. And for me, it did not work. But I carry myself now with such strength, self-respect, that it really and truly keeps negativity away. It's almost like she's not putting up with that. I went to an affair a couple of weeks ago, and it was amazing. It was a relative's 80th birthday.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And it was amazing how I was looked, I don't want to say looked at, because I'm not there anymore. I was looked upon. I'm up here. I'm up here. Okay. And when I say I'm up here, I'm not down here with the rest of the guys. I have stepped out of the group.
Yeah.
So in doing that, I was told how peaceful I look.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, yes. And not the eyes darting here, there, and everywhere.
Right.
I am comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
But as you started out, I was not like that in the beginning. The medication that the doctor prescribed, that I knew was not working for me, because I was not Barbara. I was feeling high. And I told him, I said, I'm not taking this. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. I took it and flushed it in the toilet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it doesn't do this, that, and the other, but it's not what I want within me.
Yeah.
And I remember, Tina, you telling me, and this has been something I say every so often to myself when I need that nudge, that Tina push. If it doesn't serve me, it does not deserve me.
Amen.
And I don't, I say that and I move on. That's it. What else can we do here?
Yeah.
What else can we do? But you have made such a, you gave me hope. You gave me hope. And that hope turned in to be very, very, very real. I feel, and when anyone listens to this, should they, I feel stronger than I've ever felt before.
Yeah.
I have a joy inside of me that I look forward to every day. Every day. And there were times that I didn't want to get out of the bed, but I had to because of the two dogs. Because of the two dogs. I mean, they probably would have loved to have had free run, but I'm sure they would. But now it's I'm up, I'm bubbly. Yes, I have my moments because I'm a human being,
Of course.
but I don't let them get a hold of me because I know that tomorrow is going to be another chance.
Mhm.
If I faint not, and I will not faint. Thanks to you, Tina. Thanks
Nice.
to you.
So Barbara, when we were doing the energy work,
Yeah,
you were not familiar with it at all. This is
no,
completely new to you, and you felt it a little woo-woo.
yeah.
What was your experience? Were you actually feeling the energy in your
Oh,
body?
yeah.
Were you
Oh, yeah.
feeling relief after the sessions?
When I will say the first couple times, and I'm going to laugh now, but it's the way it was because I had not ever, been in such a situation.
Sure.
I would have my eyes half shut, like, okay, what are you doing? And then, and that's something else. You showed me how to trust.
Mm,
I had lost that, and to be honest with you, I don't know that I ever trusted anyone because when I did, I seemed to get hurt. But you showed me how to
right.
trust me, trust you. And there
Also to trust you.
after, I'm sorry,
Also to trust you.
yes,
Trust
yes,
your judgment.
yes, 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 absolutely. And that makes a world of difference,
Mhm.
a world of difference. But to answer your question, I would get so relaxed. And it was like the first couple times I was feeling, oh, oh, I don't know what this is. I've never felt this way before. And I really and truly had to, when we finished our conversation, it took me a while to sort of get my druthers together.
Mhm.
I was relieved that, first of all, I could speak to someone who respected my feelings and made me realize that I wasn't a bad person.
Right.
I wasn't a bad person at all. It really and truly made a world of difference. I look forward to our meetings. I really and truly, and it just it made me want to live
Right.
because I knew the next time I wasn't coming out feeling defeated. I wasn't feeling shamed or embarrassed or belittled in any way. I was getting help. I
Mhm.
was getting help.
Yeah.
The one thing that I have stressed time and time and time again, I pray that our conversation today falls perhaps on the ears of someone like me that was sitting there day in and day out waiting for it to happen,
Right.
waiting for it to happen. Something bad's going to happen, something bad. Now, if something happens bad, I dust myself, get up and do something about it. But I hope and pray if there's someone out there that hears this, get what you need for yourself. You are deserving of life's best, and you're not going to get it if you continue to sit there and wait for it to happen.
Right. Yeah. And so at 74,
Yeah.
how excited are you about every day that you wake up and the future and look forward to doing now your crafts again and hanging out with the dogs and
Yeah.
cooking
And
for yourself?
I'm going out of the house as well.
Nice.
Um, walking down in the neighborhood. The pandemic is still thriving here, also, but I'm getting out, doing more. I'm doing them in what do you call it? Maybe a half an hour here, then come back
Yeah.
do something else. I make myself busy, but I have a desire to now.
Right. And you're in love with yourself again, right?
Yes. No, not again. For the first time. Because when I loved myself before, I was told that I was conceited, stuck up. And I remember I was always an outspoken person, and I was accused of being a smart ass. And it wasn't that I was a smart ass. Well, yes, I was. But anyway, I was defending myself. And I remember going to visit a cousin who was in the nursing home. And she said to me, you know, Barbara, when we were coming up, we all thought that you thought you were cute. You thought that you were cute. And I said, you weren't wrong. I said, you were wrong. You all thought I was cute, and I knew I was cute.
Yeah.
It was, I said that to shut her mouth up. But the bottom line is, I did take time in my appearance and this, that, and the other. But because I had no one, my mom was a very modest person. And if they told her to jump, she asked how high. Then I came along and said, if you want to jump, jump, but I'll see you when you come back, if you come back. But I was smart, but no, I did not learn to love myself until, Tina, you showed me that I was worthy of being loved. You showed me and told me that I deserved the best that life had to offer. You directed me to focus on me and to give myself what I wanted, needed, and desired, and not what I was told that I wanted, needed, and desired. I love me some Barbara, and it's not, I do. I enjoy everything about me. Yeah. I enjoy it to the max. I never knew I could love myself the way I do. And I want to place emphasis. I'm not being egotistical. I'm loving the fact that I can walk across the floor without a walker, but I was headed that way until you came and said, stand up. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with you. You have, go ahead.
It's interesting how, and I was talking to a woman the other day, and she's older. I think she's in her mid 60s, and she is in a community now. And the community is more senior. And there's different levels, obviously, of health. Yeah. And she was under the impression that it meant basically that she was going that way as well. And I was explaining to her that just because you're a certain age doesn't mean that life stops, or just because of where you're located and other people are having health struggles doesn't mean it has to be you. I look to the ones that are thriving and exercising. I knew one woman who was in her late 70s and she was still playing tennis, 80s even. So life doesn't stop at a certain age unless you stop it.
Amen.
So it's a choice what we decide, and it's a choice to thrive or just kind of wait for the ending. And to me, life is a gift and we should live it.
Absolutely. I like I say, I love it, but it was not until you and I crossed paths that I began to see that I was worthy of living a life that I wanted, and not one that had been planned for me. I had done that for too many years, and I did not like it. And now it's raining here, but boy, is the sun ever shining within me. And there would be a time when it was dark and dismal outside. I would be so, oh my God, just, just miserable. I'm not going to go out and play in the rain. Who was that? Danny Kaye or somebody singing in the rain.
Yes.
I'm not doing that. That was, who was that? Oh God. Well, anyway, I don't remember, but I remember that Gene Kelly, somebody, they were singing in the rain. All right.
Yeah.
I'll sing inside. I'll sing inside.
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. Any last words of advice for anybody of any age, Barbara, that you would like to
Oh my God.
share?
Yeah. Folks, you are so worthy. You deserve it. You are intelligent. You're loving. You're kind. You're a mother. You're a father. You're a human being. And you deserve to be happy while you're on this journey. Don't give up. Don't give out. And don't give in.
Amen.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
100%. Well, thank you, Barbara, for joining me today. I really appreciate you.
It was indeed my pleasure and honor. It really and truly was. We'll talk later, okay?
Yeah.
For another time.
Okay.
Can we do that? Or can you turn it off and we can talk?
Yeah.